I think my favorite thing about the work that we do is that we really try to get people to personalize what we do. So specifically with sexual assault, to personalize the victim or the survivor. So usually we'll say, what if this was your sister or your best friend? And a lot of times that shifts their point of view to humanize them. Because I have a lot of survivors, friends and family members in my life. And so it's nice to be able to help give them a voice and show that I believe them and stand behind them.
My name is Pfleider and I am the president of Pure Praxis.
You're sitting here embarrassing me in front of my friends. You never let me do anything with you.
Willie?
Come on. What?
I told you already, I'm not ready. I want to go.
No, this is what we do. Relationship. Don't be dramatic right now,
Willie,
Heather.
stop. You're...
What didn't you like about their relationship? And raise your hand so I can see.
Pure Praxis is a performance group, and we take trainings to the next level. You can't just go into an audience and give them definitions and percentages. That doesn't connect with people anymore. But understanding the gray areas of sexual violence, that sticks with people.
Most mandatory trainings we've all done in our entire lives are really dry, they're really boring, and they're not engaging at all. And unfortunately, we don't learn from them because of that.
What we do is we take those topics that everybody's talking about, but we actually give a visual representation. We show all the different layers of it. We show the protagonist and antagonist. We show the victim and the assailant. We show the bystanders. We show the people who want to do well, but don't know how to. And you really use all of that mixture, and you present that to the audience and the participants out there and say, this is what real life looks like. We're not going to give them a definition. We're not going to give them a brochure. We want them to understand the topic and go through the emotions that all the characters on stage might experience. From then, we go through research and statistics and definitions, everything that people need to have to understand the topic as a whole. And we always end our show by saying, how do you make change? So, I think you know what's happening. For those of you that gave us suggestions, we want to see if they work. So one more time, we're going to ask that you stand up. Stand up, stand up. And we're going to bring them on stage. Let's give them a round of applause. What do you do to change this moment? How do you make a difference? How do you step up for one another? And from there, they come up on stage and try to recreate the moments. They try to recreate the history and the conflict, and in doing so, they teach each other. And they make an impact, and they feel empowered themselves because they know, even though they're presenting this in a safe space, they made an effort to make that change. And we want them to be able to go from our presentation to the real world and realize that those skills that they practice are transferred into their everyday life.
You guys are doing a phenomenal job here. I think that people can catch on quickly and know that it's not right. I feel like all you need is that one person or that one voice to ignite the flame in our society.
It always takes that one person to stand up and help other people and give them the courage to,
Exactly.
take charge.
Exactly.
I think what's been most transformational for me is giving back to the community, people in my life, and knowing how to support them in the best way.
Whether it's in that giant room or a one-on-one conversation, we realize we're being successful because the show doesn't end when the audience applauds our work. The show continues to go through in their everyday life, and the fact that we get to see that people come up to us or recognize us. You know, I saw you a couple years ago. That means something to us because it wasn't just a training or a workshop or an assembly that they had to go to. It stuck with them and it meant something, and that means the most to us as a company.